Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson still on JavaScript numbers. The last lesson we looked at how you get an infinity output in JavaScript. We looked at hexadecimal, how you can use it to string method to convert from one base to another in JavaScript. I intentionally didn't explain the concept of converting from base in that last lesson because I expect that by before that lesson you would have been familiar with how to convert based or how based in JavaScript from base one base to another, maybe base 2 to base 8, base 8 to base 10, or to hexadecimal. All these things are what I expect that if you don't have an idea or understand yet, you can just check online, just ask Google what are what is hexadecimal, sorry, and how do you convert based, in programming, base 2, base 16, base 8, base 32. So you can check all of that online and then it will give you a solid understanding if you are someone who is new to the concept of base conversion in programming. So in this particular lesson, we'll take a look at JavaScript numbers as objects. Normally, JavaScript numbers are primitive values created from literals. Remember that numbers are created from literals, like in one of our examples, we talked about what literals are. So they're just like a pure number where you can just, extract the value that you want or what to work with. But numbers can also be defined as objects with the keyword new. So now, this is saying that with the new keyword, even though you are already not you have not talked about what object is or you have not seen object is, as we are going to be taking a look at that later in this course, you can use the new keyword in order to just create a new instance of a number. What that means is that look at an example that we have on the screen. Let y equals to new number 1, 2, 3, which means that if I have this, let me pull up my code editor so that we can go through this together. If I have this is what it means. H4, and I'll call this words. Good. I will call it JavaScript number objects. Yes, and as well. Okay, you can use the new keywords to convert a number to an object. To new keywords to convert a number to an object. Let me refresh this. Right, okay. And this is what that means. So let's say you have a number like this, number equals 1, 2, 3. You can use the new keyword and say let's maybe number 2 or number 1 equals new number 1, 2, 3. Now document.write number 1. Now you can see the output of my number here, which is what I can see on the screen. So by using this new keyword, I've been able to convert this from a number to an object. Let's take the type of to be certain that it has turned to an object. Type of. You can see now we have an object, which is telling us that the type of this number 1 now is not an object. With this new keyword, we've been able to convert this number as that we have here as a value assigned to this variable to an object in JavaScript. Do not create number objects. The new keyword complicates the code and slow down execution speed. Even though what I just demonstrated is possible in JavaScript, it is recommended that numbers objects should not be created just because of the fact that it can complicate code and then it can slow down execution speed. So when you use the new keyword to create number objects, it can complicate your code, especially when you have a very large project or a very large program that you are working with, and it can also slow down execution speed. That is the reason why it is not recommended. Number objects can produce unexpected result. Most importantly is the fact that it can produce an unexpected result, and it is the reason why it is not recommended to use. Now, there's also an interesting part about this new keyword. When converting a number to object, I want us to take a look at. When using the equal operator, x and y are equal. So now let's take a look at this example. Let's evaluate it. Let x equals to a value of 500, and let y equals a value of this 500. Now, if I do this, x equals y, what am I getting? Now, with the double equal sign, I'm getting that both of these two variables have the same, the same data type. As you can see, this is a number and this is also a number, and that is the reason why I'm getting true. But when I switch to a strict equality and do something like this, you can see that the value has changed from true to false, which means that converting a number to an object can be tricky because it can give an unexpected outcome, as said earlier, and it is the reason why they say that do not create a number object, because it can complicate your code, it can give an unexpected outcome, and it can also slow execution speed when you are working with your program, when you are working maybe when you are working on a project or working on a particular program. It is the reason why it is not recommended. But just to let you know that it exists and it can be done in JavaScript, that is the reason why, for the purpose of this demonstration that you just saw. So when using the treat equal operator, x and y are not equal. Comparing two JavaScript objects always return false. So when you compare two JavaScript objects, you always get a false value and you always return false. So this is how you can convert a number to object, even though it is not recommended in JavaScript. Thank you, and in the next lesson, I'll see you.